Let's go the artist on our playlist. Let's use generic, contemporary Christian music. What is the artist on our playlist that you get giddy around? Maybe calling in some favors, going, "Hey, can you get me into that show?" Who's the one artist?
I tell you what, in contemporary Christian right now, it's been Toby Mac.
Yeah.
I tell you, man, I remember listening to him when I was, very young, when he was in DC Talk.
Yeah.
And then now being in the artist community and liking his music and being a fan of his art, and then meeting him, it just blew me away because I had so much respect for him and what he's done.
I saw that you guys are doing a bunch of international dates. Creed-wise, you just got back from South America, I think.
Yes, yes.
What are some new rules you have set up for yourself, Scott, just in this new day for you, keeping your strong and all this stuff? Do you have like set rules that you lay down for yourself?
Oh, absolutely. And for me, being in recovery, part of those rules are keeping sober. So I advance all my hotels where the mini bars are all cleared out from alcohol.
Yeah.
Same with my venues. I keep a sober environment. I have to stay strong and also feed my spirit. I have to get up every day and spend my time with God.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning. The last thing I do before I go to sleep, and then just constantly giving it to God when I'm on stage. And so, another thing is I'm blessed to have my wife be involved with what I do in terms of, running everything and coordinating press and schedules and family and everything. And so my partner's with me, and she's a wonderful woman and a woman of God, and that's been a blessing to me to have her there to lean on, and have her there to keep me accountable, and so setting up people to be accountable to is also very important, and it's just not putting myself in situations that I know just as a Christian and just as a man in general I shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
I don't set up things like traditional rock bands do, and clubs and bars and things that are promoting and advertising, things that I know not only could make me stumble and put me in a bad position, but also cause that for other Christians and other people in general. And, it's really simple. And it's just, keep your circle tight where it's conducive to my health, my life, and number one, my faith. And I think the number one rule is just stay in prayer and stay connected to the Word of God, and be in that Word every day. And no matter how many times I read it, it speaks to me fresh and new all the time.
This is an interesting question right here because of what you've shared about your time, at Creed's peak. You can't you were a part of that, so even though your life has changed, it's still part of you. So how do you answer the question, what is the greatest moment for you in Creed's history? Is that a tough question to answer now?
I think the greatest moment in Creed's history, wow, it is a tough question, because there's many small moments, winning a Grammy, and getting recognized by my peers for my music was very, very not only important, but just it was a great moment. And I think from a personal level, the greatest moment within Creed was waking up one day, and despite how my life was at that time, realizing that I was doing exactly what God had called me to do, except I wasn't doing it how I was supposed to.
Right.
But understanding that this was what I was supposed to do, and that was a great moment within Creed, and I think the greatest moments are to come.
Yeah.
And the moments that I enjoy the most now is just giving it to God and being in praise on stage, and while I perform, and just feeling God's presence. That's the consistent moment. But the other two things I mentioned were two great moments for me.
Yeah. Is there a Toby Mac, Scott Stapp tour coming up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see, but I'd love to get together with him and write some music. But I'm just kind of sitting back right now and letting things just unfold. And I found that the less I try to control, and the more I let go, the more I seem to just kind of walk right in to what I see, either when I'm in it or after the fact, was God's plan for me and my future. I think I spent years thinking I knew what God's plan was for me.
Yeah.
And then trying to force things. And I've really found that the more it's not about me and more about Him, the more He directs my path.
Well, I appreciate you taking time, and I don't read much, but your book, I think because we have similar paths growing up, your book absolutely rocked my world. I encourage anybody to go pick it up. I put a link on the Jayar page of thejoyfm.com, but I appreciate the time.
Oh, well, thank you so much, and I appreciate it, and I really hope that anyone out there that has had any struggles in their life or currently going through anything, I hope that they'll check my book out and see what God did in my life, and it could be an inspiration to them.
I appreciate the time, sir.
Hey, thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you again.
The Q.
It's Afternoons with Jayar.
99.7.